There's a beautiful day headed your way. Keep your head up, you'll be okay.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Dana, aka Matt Caster. For those of you that follow my video, you should know how I got that name by now. This morning, we're going to go over how to set up your profile. This is one of the most important things you can do once you register with the community. You're simply going to come to log in. Now, you'll notice right off the bat, two of these you're not going to have up here, okay? This is for the admin control panel, and this is for the moderator's control panel. You won't see these unless you're a moderator or an admin. Over here, you have your notifications, and over here, you have your private message. And if you click by your username, it's going to say user control panel or profile. So let's go ahead and click on the user control panel. And I want to show you some things in here because you're going to be able to do your profile. You're going to see everything right here in front of you, okay? Now, the front page is simply going to give you your activity. Now, you can manage your bookmarks from this right here. And you'll see I don't have any active. But if you get up into a forum and you want to follow that forum and you want to bookmark it, that's where you'll find this. Now, also, if you get up and you started to do a post and you have to save it, or if you have to leave or you want to finish it later, you just save it as a draft. And then when you click here, that's where you'll find it to come in here and start it again. The next one is where you manage your attachments. As you can see right here, I do have some pictures up there. You can't delete yours. I can. Here again, it's because of the position I have with the community. Now, the manage notifications is the same way. Okay. So if you apply for one of the jobs here or somebody, if we send out a board-wide notification, you can find it here. Okay. So now let's go over to your profile. Now here you have the day, month, and the year for your birthday. If you don't want to fill this out, you don't have to. There's no problem. But this much I do want to tell you, that the more information you provide, the more likely somebody is going to come to your aid. And it's just the way that it is with communities, guys. It's been like this for decades. You don't come out here and take the time to fill out the information, people are going to think, well, you're a one-hit wonder. You're going to come up here, you're going to ask a question, and then just leave. If that's what you want to do, ask it in the guest forum. Where we're looking for to build a community of like-minded people that enjoy podcasting and dealing with audio, okay? So here you can put your website in, and when it comes down to your social media, you don't put the HTTP, semicolon, all that stuff in there. You simply put the name. Because if you put it in here, you're going to get this great big red flag that comes up that says invalid characters. So it's real easy to do. If you got a Twitter account, it's your Twitter handle. No @ no nothing. Facebook, same way. You're going to have a username. Skype, and then Google+. So that's your profile. Okay? Now, if you want to edit your signature, and we don't mind if you use a signature, I highly recommend that you do. And all a signature is something that goes at the bottom of every one of your posts. Now, as you can see right here, I have two links. I've got one going back to yourpodcastreview.com, and I've got one coming here to the free podcasting course, which is actually this community. And it tells you that there is a 255 character limit. The way that you set all this up, if you want to do a link, you just write it out. And I'm going to do a very detailed video on this as far as how you would want to do that. You can put smileys in it over here. You can do whatever you want to with it. Now, the avatar is the image that shows up next to your name on the forum. It cannot be any more than 120 by 120 pixels. The file size cannot exceed 20 KB. Okay. Now, if you use the Gravatar system, all you have to do is put in your email address, and then Gravatar will automatically supply your avatar. If you want to do a custom avatar, no problem. Use any picture editing program. Just make sure when you crop it, it's no more than 120 by 120 pixels, and the file size is no larger than a 20.00 KIB. Okay? And then you're simply going to go up here. See, I'm using Gravatar, and you can simply click on Upload Avatar, and it'll take you straight to your desktop. And then you can just upload your picture. Now, edit account settings. Your username, okay? This is where you can change your password. And that's basically all you can do here. Now, manage Remember Me login keys. There are no saved Remember Me login keys because I don't use Remember Me. Now, what that's for is when you sign on, you're going to see it where that little button that says Remember Me, and this will keep you from getting automatically kicked off 3 hours. And that's what we have the community set to. So if you're not active within those 3 hours, it just simply logs you off. That's all it does. Okay? So now we're going to come over to board preference. Now, this is where you can determine who can contact you. Okay? This is where you set up your time zone, your date format. Now, you can see at the very bottom, very important, open external links in a new window. I would always recommend clicking yes. And that way, when you click on a link, you'll still keep your place exactly where you were in the forum, and this will simply open up into another window. Okay? Hide my online status. You can click yes if you want to, but if it's an admin or moderator, can't hide. Okay? Just letting you know. We know you're there. Allow users to send you private messages. You know, if you don't ever want to get any private messages, click no. But as far as an admin or a moderator, you will receive those. Okay? Same thing, users can contact me by email. Now, I'm setting up the board to where when they click on it, the email actually goes through the board. It's totally your choice. If you want to have people be able to email you, fine. If you feel like you're getting too much spam, simply come back in here and click no. Okay? Now, and that's just it, guys. You know, we can't control who spams you. We have all our devices in effect to keep the spam out of the community. But like I said, if you feel like that you're being spammed by somebody, you can contact the moderator, you can contact the admin, or you can simply come up here and check this to no. So then you're going to go over to your edit posting. Okay, these are your defaults, and I'm going to show you what this looks like once we get finished with this. Yes. Enable smileys, yes. Enable BB code by default, yes. Attach my signature, yes. Notify me upon replies by default. I'm going to click this yes. Now, what this means is this. If you go up there and you make a post and somebody replies to that post, then you're automatically going to get notified. Next time you sign in, remember we talked about the notifications right up here to the right? This is where you'll see them. Okay? Now, edit display options. Display images within posts, yes. Flash, yes. Smileys, yes. Display signatures, yes. Display avatars, yes. Okay? Display topics from previous days, all topics. Okay? You want to display them by their post time. And that way you'll keep the most current on top. Okay? Display topic order direction. You want to have descending. And you can play around with this, guys. There's nothing you can break. You can come back up here and change these anytime. Myself, I like to see the most recent post, the most recent comments, and things of this nature. And then it goes to the previous days again. This is the post up these, these are the topics. And these are the posts. Okay? Set it up however you feel, that you want to view them. Now, edit notification options. Here you go. Now, this is where you can say you just want to be notified, which is going to come up here, or you can actually receive them by email. But here you can go through, if somebody mentions you in a post, check the box. It'll come to the email that you provided, that you signed up with. If somebody sends you a private message and you want to be notified by email, okay? If someone requests to join a group you lead, and this is mostly for the moderators. If somebody reports a post, now see, I'm the admin, and that's why I wanted to come through and do this as I show you. Okay? A post or topic needs approval. Well, I don't do any moderation on here, but I'm going to check it anyway, just in case I change my mind. So, as you can see, as the admin, I'm checking off all of these anyway, and then I'm going to hit submit. Now, I did the double on it because if for some reason I'm sitting here at the house and I got the phone in the other place, or it's in my car, and then that way when I sign on the board, it'll come through the notifications as well. Okay? So let's come over to private messages. I have no PMs right now. It's all color coded. You can have up to 50 messages stored, then it's going to start dumping them. Okay? The rules, the folders, and settings. This is where you can come in here and you can actually create your own rules. If, in the subject line, in the sender, in the message status, in the sent to, and, on the internet, in your actual email, these are called filters. Okay? Now, but this is really important right here. If folder is full, delete oldest message, move to folder inbox 0 out of 50. Do not accept new messages. New messages will be held back until enough space is available. Now, have you ever tried to call somebody and you got the message their mailbox is full? Please call back later. Well, that's what that does. Okay? So what I would recommend is always clicking it here, delete oldest message. You got to do a little bit of housekeeping. So if you do a lot of instant messaging on here, or PMs is what they call it, private messaging, then you need to keep up on your own account. User groups. Okay? These are the groups we have right now. And this will grow. This is nothing you really need to be concerned with. Here's the memberships. If you wanted to, like it says, this is a special group or managed by the board administrators. If you wanted to select this and say, hey, I'd like to be a moderator. Okay? You can't do that. We have to invite you. You can't invite yourself. All right? Now, friend and foes. This is another important one. If you got somebody up here giving you a hassle and you don't want to deal with them, you simply take their username, you put it right here, and you mark them as a foe. See, this one says manage friends. If you put their name in here, every time they sign up, you're going to get a notification. Ding, ding. Such and such has now signed in. And you can do the same thing with manage foes. If you do this, they will not see your post, and you will not see their post as long as you're signed in. Okay? Now, the next one is the mChat. Here you can set up, how you want to be able to use our chat line. And all this is simply, it's texting in real time, but you're doing it from your computer. You're doing it, from other people that are in the community. They're online, you're online. Just, say hello or you got a quick question, that you want to ask. But one of the biggest purposes for this community is we get asked the exact same question so many times. So we would rather that you truly did put it in the proper forum. And that way, if somebody's asking the same question, that you had, they can answer their own question by the response we gave back to you. This is really just a place to come up, hang out, and, talk about whatever you want to, as long as you follow the forum rules. Okay? Link social network accounts. As you can see right here, these are all accounts that I have linked to my profile. And that's it, guys. So there's a lot of information, and I know it sounds like a lot, but it doesn't take truly but about 15, 20 minutes to set it up. And I'm talking about everything. And it gives, like I said, it gives people more of as an incentive to come to your aid And it's just like any other social media. The more active you are on it, the better off you're going to be. Oh, I almost forgot. Let's go ahead and go back to the board index because I did want to show you some things here. How-to videos, and I'm going to show you what we were talking about. Oh, look here, forum features. This is your avatar. Okay. When you sign on, you're going to be signed on as a newly registered user. You're going to have something very similar to this, but this is going to be yellow. It's going to say, newly registered or new member. And your little slider down here is going to be down here to 0. After you make 3 posts, you go into the regular users. And then your slider goes up a little bit. And it just keeps going up by the amount of posts that you make. Now, what I was talking about as far as the contact, see, as you can see up here, I am online. So if you were to click this, these are all the ways you can contact me. You can send me a private message. You can send me an email. And then these are my social networks here. All right? Take care. God bless. Play with your plugins. All right? We are out of here.